ਇੱਕ ਸੰਸਦੀ ਕਮੇਟੀ ਨੇ ਰਾਇਲ ਕੈਨੇਡੀਅਨ ਮਾਊਂਟਡ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਦੇ ਸਪਾਈਵੇਅਰ ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਦੀ ਖੋਜ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੀ। ਪਬਲਿਕ ਸੇਫਟੀ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਮਾਰਕੋ ਮੈਡੀਸਿਨੋ ਨੇ ਕਮੇਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਵਿਵਾਦਗ੍ਰਸਤ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਪੈਗਾਸਸ ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਸੰਘੀ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਏਜੰਸੀਆਂ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਤਕਨੀਕ ਉਹ ਵਰਤ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਸਖਤ ਨਿਆਇਕ ਪ੍ਰਕਿਰਿਆ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਲੰਘਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ।
The Rcmp uses investigative technology and cutting-edge scientific tools in the areas of forensic science, fingerprinting, biometric and DNA data, and surveillance, among other areas. Forensic science and identification services, for example, is an integral part of national police services, often relying on advanced science and technology. Through these services, groundbreaking technology helps to identify biological evidence collected from crime scenes, examines firearms, seized materials, and suspect counterfeit currency or ID, screen for a broad range of drugs and poisons, and help to provide expert scientific testimony in courts. With respect to investigative technology, specifically, the latest technology available to the Rcmp helps to link crimes together, secure records and documents at a crime scene, identify suspects and victims writ large, and helps to keep Canadians and our communities safe. The RCMP's CAIT program, or Covert Access and Intercept Team, uses approved technology to collect data that cannot be collected using traditional wiretapping technology or other less intrusive investigative techniques. This is only used under judicial authorization for the most serious offenses. Further, their Special Eye program is primarily responsible for the lawful electronic surveillance mandate of the Rcmp. This has been the unit responsible for all interception of private communications, which can be obtained pursuant to authority under Part 6 of the Criminal Code. It involves technical installations and deployments of electronic surveillance equipment in support of policing investigations. And it involves monitoring and analysis of data and communications which have been lawfully intercepted. National Technologies Onboarding Program, or NTOP, is to centralize, standardize, and bring greater transparency to processes that govern how the Rcmp identifies, evaluates, tracks, and approves the use of new technologies and investigative tools. It will be the first point of contact for any unit interested in using a new operational technology. It will also ensure that a thorough evaluation of the technology is completed, making sure the technology meets all privacy, legal, and ethical standards. The NTOP has begun accepting new technologies for assessment and will continue to increase capacity as it moves towards becoming fully operational. And I want to highlight that the Rcmp is fully engaged with the Privacy Commissioner's Office to ensure that privacy impacts are assessed for all new uses of facial recognition being considered. Legal considerations are equally taken into account for the use of technology at all stages, including through the Criminal Code, which sets out provisions for judicial authorization and requires that we report annually to Parliament on the use of electronic surveillance. Given the Rcmp's mandate and the necessity to safeguard the ability to effectively use on-device investigative tools, we are not always able to discuss